What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're focusing on news coming from New Zealand, and a lot of positive news is definitely coming from them, obviously with being at their level 3 stage. I think currently for lockdown, talking of going into level 2, which means that they will be bringing back a provincial version of Super Rugby in New Zealand. All positive news, and hopefully this will keep going, and credit to the country for keeping strict and solid on the lockdown, and I hope it continues to reduce so we can sort of see sport. It will be good, even if it's New Zealand teams. I'm happy watching the Crusaders and Blues and all those teams again, just to get sport back is going to be awesome. So let's hope we get level 2 so we can kickstart the rugby over in New Zealand. But today's topic, we're looking at the multi-billion dollar deals that they are currently working with a new American investor called Silver Lake, and they're trying to do and follow in the talks of this in order to maybe escape from World Rugby. Now, obviously, New Zealand Rugby have expressed their disappointment in Bill Beaumont being selected as the chairman of World Rugby, and the reason is because he hasn't put a lot of focus in the South, and there's not been much development. There's not been much focused on improving Super Rugby, bringing in the Pacific Island teams, linking Japan in with the international base. Yes, there's talk now because Bill's obviously made promises to Japan and Fiji, which he's now got to keep. But we're still not really knowing where we see Super Rugby changing and getting better and the sport as a whole. So now they've engaged with this multi-billion dollar American investment firm in order to try and make New Zealand independent, in order to create their own types of tournaments and test series and all that jazz. I think they'll always be a part of World Rugby, but this will give them a bit more freedom in order to maybe invite the Springboks over for a tour, or have enough money to create different types of tournaments in order to excite the fans and bring them to the stadiums. They say that the talk of this is big on, they are big believers in the Club Rugby World Championship World Cup, which this investment firm is definitely keen on, and I think that's a good way forward. There was a lot of talk of Laporta, who's the vice chairman now of World Rugby, bringing in Club Rugby World Cup, and I mean that will be a good boost in order to see those big games like Leinster versus the Crusaders or Saracens Crusaders, and we see the South taking on the North more. So I think it's interesting. It's what could prove a landmark moment in the game's long and storied histories. New Zealand Rugby have been wooing these private equity giants. Silver Lake have been known to be working with UFC, which we all know is massive in the States. So I think this is a smart move, and a prospect of adding New Zealand Rugby to the portfolio. Obviously, they say it's still quite away from the actual deal. It is has been described as a positive attitude for the organization, bringing in the tradition of the sport and growing it in different terms in order to excite the game. So I think this is phenomenal. I'm talking credit to rugby in New Zealand. I mean, I was talking about this in the stream not too long ago, saying that we need to find investments around where the money is. And one of the, like I said, I'm mad for mentioning America, but look at this. The money is there. American investment firm spreading their wings open to sport, dealing with the UFC, with one of the biggest martial arts, if not the biggest martial arts sports in the world. So linking up with New Zealand Rugby, which is a strong, powerful brand, investing in solid money, it's just going to benefit them. Players aren't going to want to go overseas. So the likes of, in the past, when you see Dan Carter, Moa Nonu, all these phenomenal talents that New Zealand have, they won't want to go overseas because the money is there. They can live happily, they can provide, they can play provincial, they can play for the All Blacks. It's a win-win situation, and for me, more needs to be done in order to create these type of networks and investments to better the game. So I think this is a phenomenal move from New Zealand, and I hope it works out, and I hope this inspires other nations out there to do the same, especially in the South, who are desperately needing the money right now. So I think it's good on New Zealand. And New Zealand subscribers, you guys watching, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think it's good? Aren't you happy with it? Don't you think it's a good thing? Let me know in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys over in New Zealand on your thoughts on this. I think it's a smart move. But again, we're all entitled to our own thoughts, and maybe you have a better suggestion or idea. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.